The man you date is a reflection of you. If he is not investing in you, investing in your education, investing in your mind, helping you win, you have no business being around that person. So if you're dating losers and you're dating people that don't view you in a high manner, you don't view yourself in that manner. Stop dating losers, babe.
Let's balance this, because yes, there's truth in her words, but also a level of oversimplification. Not every man who isn't funding her education or pushing her career goals is a loser. Some men show love through loyalty, emotional support, consistency, or shared effort, not just investment in upward mobility. And not every woman wants or needs a partner to be her mentor, financier, or life coach. For many, partnership means building together, not being carried. Now on the other side, she's right that if you consistently attract men who don't value you, it's worth asking, do I value myself? Are you choosing based on status, validation, or momentary attraction, even if he's emotionally unavailable, unstable, or disrespectful? That pattern usually starts with self-worth gaps. But here's where it gets complicated. What women say they want and what they're actually drawn to are often two different things. Society celebrates the successful man, the one with money, confidence, achievements, even if the woman brings little in traditional value beyond presence and beauty. And yes, many women are attracted to men who don't simp, who are independent, slightly distant, high status. That energy feels powerful, but it's not always compatible with mutual growth. It can lead to relationships where she's treated as an accessory, not a partner. And here's the contradiction. Women preach self-worth and demand respect, yet often chase men who withhold both unless earned through appearance or attention. They want to be seen as high value, but date men whose entire appeal is that they don't give value easily.
Happy wife, happy life. Sounds cute. Until you realize how one-sided that mindset actually is. You're telling me a man's entire peace depends on whether or not I feel like being nice to him today? Nah, that's not love. That's emotional manipulation dressed up as a Hallmark quote. Marriage is not about walking on eggshells around your wife. It teaches women to expect without giving and men to carry a load they were never meant to hold alone. It's happy spouse, peaceful house.
She's absolutely right. When we repeat this phrase without context, we teach men to walk on eggshells, to suppress their needs, to pour endlessly while getting little in return. And we teach women to believe that their happiness should be prioritized above fairness, reciprocity, or shared effort. That's not partnership, it's servitude with a smile. And let's be real, yes, a woman can turn a home into chaos when she's upset, not because she's crazy, but because emotions run deep. And when she's dissatisfied, she may express it through silence, passive aggression, or prolonged conflict. Some women will stay mad for days, even weeks, weaponizing communication, or lack of it, to control the emotional climate. And if the man is constantly trying to fix her mood like it's his job, he'll burn out fast. Focusing only on making your wife happy doesn't guarantee loyalty or peace. In fact, some women, especially those who don't reflect on their own role, will leave despite being spoiled, loved, provided for. Why? Because they start believing they deserve more.
You be doing too much in the beginning. You already acting like a husband and wife in the beginning. And you don't know if they're a husband and wife in the beginning. Some of y'all do stuff too fast, man. You paying everything too fast, bro. You on the metal 2 weeks, man. You only seen that man for about 3 or 4 days. He make you feel like you everything. You know, now you giving everything. You trying to prove your point too fast. Hold on, take your time and wait. Take your time and see. You don't know who the person gonna be 3 or 4 months from now. Next year, next 2 years. That's why they don't marry you. Because you already being that before the ring. So they can leave you anytime. With no commitment. Ain't no marriage involved. You already being a wife and husband. So I can just sit back and relax. I ain't gonna spend the money on a wedding. Help you with this and that. Because you already doing that, so I can sit back. And when you ain't gonna do that, I can leave. So I ain't gotta worry about divorcing, because all I gotta do is walk out that door and leave you behind. The truth hurt.
He's 100% right. Some men and women rush into roles they haven't earned yet. They pay for 5-star dinners on date 3. They say I love you in 4 weeks. They act like life partners before even defining the relationship. And while it comes from a good place, wanting to impress, show stability, express care, it backfires. Because when you give all your best cards early, what's left? And worse, what does she have to offer in return? As he says, she can just sit back and relax. No pressure, no effort, no real investment. You're already doing the work of a husband, but she doesn't have to commit. She gets the benefits without the responsibility. And when she decides it's not working, she walks. No ring, no legal tie, no obligation. Meanwhile, you're heartbroken, broke, and asking, but I did everything. Yeah, and that's exactly the problem. And it's not just about money, it's about emotional overgiving. Some people reveal their deepest wounds, dreams, past traumas too fast. Not because they're shallow, but because they want to create connection. But when you open up too much too soon, the wrong person can use that against you later. Or worse, take it for granted. The key? Pace yourself. Show interest, yes. Be kind, absolutely. But don't jump into full provider or caregiver mode until there's proof of mutual intent. Let her earn access to your time, your emotions, your wallet. See how she shows up. Does she plan dates, initiate conversation, offer emotional support, or is she just receiving?
Men are providers, so go do that job. Go learn a trade. Go do something.
Well, you said that that's all they're good for.
Yeah.
And what are you good for?
A lot of things.
Like?
I'm funny. I'm smart.
You haven't demonstrated that yet.
Okay, well, that's your opinion. I'm a musician. I dance.
You dance?
The list goes on and on.
What a great quality. You can dance. What do you bring to the table, though?
What do I bring to the table?
Yeah.
I'm smart. I'm funny. I'm attractive. I have talents.
I don't know if men are so useless that their only job is to be providing for you. It sounds like you're just a typified eater. Like, I don't know what you're really bringing to the table. You're just kind of consuming resources, right?
I mean, if you want to hear the answer that I could be domesticated and I can cook and clean and do all that, I can.
No, that's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking is what of value are you bringing to society?
By being me.
By being you. I'm enough.
I am enough.
Okay.
Being attractive, fun, or talented isn't nothing, but it's not enough to sustain a relationship or earn lifelong support. A man can fall in love with your charm, yes. He can enjoy your energy, your art, your beauty. But if that's all you offer while he's working 50+ hours a week to provide, protect, and plan for the future, then yes, it begins to feel like he's not marrying a partner. He's funding a lifestyle. And the man asking, what value do you bring to society, isn't trying to insult her. He's asking, are you building something, contributing beyond consumption? Or are you relying on men to carry the weight while you play a role, entertainer, muse, companion, without sharing the burden? Now, domestic work, cooking, cleaning, raising kids, is valuable. It's essential. But as she said, I can do that if I want to. That's the problem. When care, home life, and emotional labor become optional extras rather than shared responsibility, they lose their meaning. And when no woman today proudly says, I want to be a great mom, a stable homemaker, someone who holds the foundation together, but instead leads with, I'm fun, hot, independent, then yes, it starts to sound like relationships have become transactional. He provides, she performs. And let's be honest, if a woman brings nothing but entertainment and aesthetics, why not just get a pet? A dog is loyal, loving, low maintenance, and grateful. Or treat your mom more, because at least she didn't sign up for rent. But this isn't about hating women, it's about honesty. Real partnership requires both people to contribute, emotionally, practically, socially, not just receive.
I have to have a really hard conversation with my husband. I have to basically tell him in a loving way that I really don't care what his dreams and aspirations are, that I really just need him to get a better job.
Oh, fantastic. This is incredible.
Let's be real. Love isn't just emotional connection. It's practical partnership. You can dream of writing poetry or opening a surf shop, but if the bills aren't getting paid, the kids aren't fed, and the future feels unstable, then those dreams become luxuries the family can't afford. And yes, this is how nature works. Birds don't mate based on passion alone. The male builds the nest, shows he can provide, then earns the right to bond. Humans are more complex, but the foundation remains. Security matters. So when she says she doesn't care about his dreams, she's not dismissing his soul. She's prioritizing their life. She's saying, your purpose is important, but our survival comes first. And if he's been coasting, comfortable in his role, emotionally present but financially stagnant, then this conversation isn't cruelty, it's a necessary wake-up call. And honestly, that kind of truth-telling, even when it stings, can save a marriage. Because silence breeds resentment. Pretending everything's fine while stress builds behind the scenes, that ends in divorce. But having the courage to say, we need more, you need to step up, that's not rejection, that's accountability. That's love with boundaries. Now this only works if it's delivered with respect, not contempt. Not you're useless, but we're growing and we need you to grow too. Because a man who feels needed, not just criticized, will rise. But one who feels replaced or unloved, he'll shut down.